Greetings, light workers. This is Oya Transformation, and this is your daily, not so daily, Oracle reading for January the 10th, 2023. The cards have been shuffled and divine, and these are the messages for today, Tuesday. First card that fell is from the Shaman's Dream deck, and it is the Garden of Venus. This card calls for us to rest and renew. This card calls for us to recognize, to accept in a big way all the beauty that we are, to love it all, to recognize that we are flawed and broken and enough. That we are flawed and broken for perfect use. All the experiences we have had up until today have made us the minister that we are supposed to be here in this human experience. So if you're telling your story and you're on the battlefield because they can't hear you, possibly you're telling your story in the wrong arena. You are not wrong for telling your story. You are maybe in the wrong place telling your story. Don't stop telling it, because the painstaking steps that I have taken, that you have taken, that have gotten you where you are today, are the ministry that somebody needs to hear to give them the hand up, the bridge over, to help them accept who they are, their experiences, so that they can carry the message to the next suffering human being who thinks that their flaws are something to be ashamed of. The second card that supports this Venus garden that we are trekking in, where we rest and renew and radically accept who we are, who we've been, and who we are becoming, is from the Sacred Forest deck, and it is Fire Spirit. Well, the Fire Spirit asks that we speak our truth. And you may think, oh, these are conflicting energies. One says rest and renew, and the other one says show up with your truth in all your valiance. Well, these are not conflicting energies, because if you are showing up with your truth, you and I both recognize there are many places you will go and it will not be accepted. It will not be received well. That does not mean we dim down our fire. That does not mean we douse our fire. It means that we do what we have to do, and that we incorporate rest and renewal, because the battlefield of the soul can be draining. Everybody's not ready to go where you have been, is not ready to hear about how you got there, how you got away from there. So don't see it as rejection. Don't see it as you're not enough to get through some of those walls that have been fortified. You just keep standing in your truth and rest when you need to, because sometimes it's not easy, because you have been through this. You love telling your story because you can't believe how you got over. Guess what? Keep telling your story. The final card in this 3-card reading is from the Surrender to Power deck, and it is Surrender to Passion. So this may actually be how these two seemingly conflicting energies come together, because you can rest when you're telling your story to those who ignite your passion. You can rest and laugh and smile at your victories as well as your failures when you're telling your story to those who move you and who are moved by you. You can rest when you surrender to passion. When you surrender, knowing that it's okay to get out of your head, knowing that it's okay to feel the fire in your belly, knowing that there will be places where your story is recognized as food, nurturing food for the soul. Recognize where those places are and frequent them. This is my message for this Tuesday, January 10th, 2023. Thank you for your listening, and have the best day of your choosing. Be well.